Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be with you for my TBC live broadcast. My name is Stephen Cuffey, reporting to my 461st live broadcast. Folks, that means that I currently have 39 more broadcasts from this broadcast to the 500 mark. Let me thank you all for coming to another live broadcast with me today. I'd like to thank my wonderful sweetheart Merlene for always being there. Always. It's nice. We had a nice conversation a little bit earlier. And I know when she gets time, she'll call me because she's been real busy at work. I'd like to thank our two little ones, Kayla and Caitlin, and our TBC family in California who are watching me right now. I love all of you. Y'all are the best ever. Now, I'd like to thank those that came that's in our chat area right now. And I know that I saw a few when I put my link in there. From the Bangladesh community who always come on a daily basis, just like my dear Merlene does. Comes watch me. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. This person, Catherine Costello. Thank you. I don't know if you've been here before, but thank you for watching me on the live broadcast. I appreciate it. Thank you all. I'm sure my lovely wife will be in the chat room eventually. I like to thank everybody that always support me for the live broadcast. Folks, I would have gotten to this number 461 broadcast if I wasn't doing it on a daily basis. And that's why yesterday, one of the reasons why I did a broadcast on the subject of persistence. Okay? And you'll find that right in the TBC blog because because admin believes on some of the same principles that I believe in as far as TBC is concerned. And that one is being persistent. And so we talked about that yesterday in my broadcast, and you'll find it, as I stated, in the TBC blog. And that website is, of course, is blog.thebillioncoin.info. So let's do the first thing now. Let's go and go straight to our blog right now. Okay, let's do that first. Okay. And the first one, I believe, is from Bex Pio, the Bex and Key married team out of New Zealand that's always in the blog like myself. And it's titled, "Are You a Marinating TBCN?" Now, I'm sure that admin kind of titled this along with Bex too. And I'm sure it was a great broadcast. Okay. I tend to miss their broadcast because it's a time when I'm sleeping. See, their time, New Zealand is like 16 hours ahead of me. Did you hear that? 16 hours ahead of me. They're sleeping right now. Into their new day. New. It is already Friday, early Friday morning there. Oh, there is my wonderful sweetheart Merlene. You see her in the chat. And Australia is like 14 hours ahead of me. Now, of course, Philippines, they're 12 hours of me. So anybody that come from the Philippines or any of these people they're coming during their sleeping times. Okay. As far as the Bangladesh people from Bangladesh, they're around 1 or 2 in the morning. So they're still up late watching my broadcast, learning as much as they can learn. Okay. All right. Thank you all for your commitment. Okay. The next one says, what are cookie rewards? And of course, if you don't know what cookie rewards is by now, folks, oh gosh, I have to say I feel very sorry for you. But I'm gonna just quickly say it's just basically like a point system for that's converted into TBC into crinkles. Okay, which is in our TBC wallet at tbc009.net. Okay, and I'm sure Key Bio, Bets and Pio Duo, they do this. That was their 231st broadcast yesterday. And I'm gonna say to all broadcasters again, folks, reach out to Mbae Derek. If you got over 25, you got at least 25 live broadcasts recorded in your Crinkle Cash back office. You need to be reaching out to be to if you're really serious about building our community. I'm going to do that actually today with MBay, okay? And because I tried to reach out with admin with the actual username you use, but it asked for admin's email before I can send them an invite. So well, I won't go and show you how. You gotta go with MBay to actually get that information, okay? All right, MBay Derek. Okay, says story time part 2 with Randy Wilson. This was yesterday, folks. I was at his broadcast today, his 261st broadcast, which went very well. And he let us know that he will be out of town. He's doing some traveling from Tuesday. He'll be out of town from Tuesday to Friday, so he won't see us till the week after. Okay. I've been talking about learning that I may actually take some time off, just because I need to, folks. I'm way I'm not done. I'm not trying to brag or nothing. I'm pressing upon you. I'm way ahead of most of the community as far as broadcast. So you know I can afford to take some time off. I may take some time off soon. I'm thinking seriously about that. I'm not saying I am yet, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, and I know that people enjoy watching me. I understand that. But Randy takes time all the time. There are other TVCNs that take. I'll give you another one. Out of I can't call his name. I see his face right now. Out of New Zealand. You haven't seen him in almost a month now. He's been traveling. Darren Haywood, for perfect example. Darren hasn't did any broadcasts that, to my knowledge, because I subscribe to his YouTube channel, because he's involved in other type of activities, which I am too. So, and we do this. Me and Merlin do this as a team. So I have to pay attention to. I believe in building multiple streams of income, and TBC is a wonderful opportunity, but it's not my only opportunity. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. This one is titled "You Can Change Your Language Now for Next Week's Bitcoin Contest." Okay, it's been made the change in your Crinkle Cash back office according to admin here. So you can change. You can change it. It says you can now change your language now for next week's Bitcoin contest. And this is an image. Okay, you see right here. It says under new language. See, that wasn't there before. That's been added by tech support. Okay. All right, it's there, folks. Let's go see if it's. Let's go see that. Well, no, that wouldn't. No, I won't work. I won't. I won't go there. Y'all can do that on your time. That's just taking more time. I won't do that. All right, let's keep going. And this is a video that MBay was going through his 60-day training, TBC to the Moon training. The students of MBay are all over the leadership board. MBay is even willing to give me training too, by the way. Me training. He reached out to me. Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. See, people are interested in me because they know of the effect I have over the community, and it's a very positive effect. Okay, the TBC community. Okay. All right. And this one got to be mine. It says persistent pays. And admin put my 460th live broadcast, as you see right now, on the blog. I'm there practically on a daily basis, folks. And this is because of admin. I didn't do this. TBC admin believes in my broadcast. Okay. I'm not saying everyone. I'm not asking anyone to agree with me 100%. Okay. But I speak from knowledge. I speak from experience. I speak from a lot of different qualities that I have acquired over a 10-year period. Okay. And I'm gonna talk about something that we all should be focusing on, if you haven't done so already. Okay, the Bitcoin contest is hot, hot, hot. Okay, and this was another one by Bex the day before. Okay, I believe. Okay, do this and you become a Bitcoin. Okay, it said do this and you'll become a millionaire. Okay, I think this was from yesterday. I recall. Let me just keep going. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, folks. Let me come out of this screen share for just a minute. And the topic of my broadcast today is educating yourself about money. And that's about in your life, okay? And educating yourself as a TBC member about money. And what I mean by that is all of us, or I say most of us, have a TBC wallet at tbc009.net and have millions of TBC coin in there. But I'm going to ask you this question. What good is it if you don't know anything about currency, about money, about finance? I've been training in myself and been trained in another business I had back in 2009 and 2013 about that very same thing because I was making money in that opportunity. And that's what Merlin and I, we're building multiple streams of income. And so what I'm saying to you is this. If you're going, you're bringing people in the TBC on a daily basis, or if you're educating yourself in the blog, and you're educating yourself in the KCBO, which is the Kringle Cash back office, and you're cognizant of all that coin that's in your wallet, and you don't know anything about money and your currency, even in your country, I will have to say this to you, and I'm being frank. Shame on you. Shame on you. Because we have to learn that we have to make sure that we are students of understanding how to save, how to spend, what it's used for. Because what is money? Well, it is a tool. T00 T TOOL. It is a tool that you use to make a purchase. Like, for example, I've had to correct so many people in TBC, when they come in TBC and they say it is an investment. Who told you TBC was an investment? Who told you that? Because they told you incorrect. It is not an investment. You made a purchase of crinkles, of TBC coin. If you made 40 grains of gold, which is about $110, $111 or so of US dollars, that is what get you eventually into millionaire status of TBC. If you are a broadcaster and you're getting a million cookies adds up. Guess what admin says every broadcast? Guess how much it is? Or admin says it costs, he's paying us in TBC to do broadcasts. $90,000 per broadcast. Did you hear me right, folks? Folks, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I had about, in my TBC wallet, I think I had about, about 20 to 30 coins. Now I'm up to 44 TBC coins, well over 400 million dollars in TBC. Do you know? I've spent but $300 of my own money when I joined TBC in February 24th of 2017. I haven't spent any more money buying any coins. How did I do that? How? How? I helped some people get in TBC, and I've been doing a lot of broadcasts. Okay? I built up a lot of cookies. Basically stockpiled them. But I wasn't thinking about stockpiling them as I was doing broadcasts to get to 461. And I was thinking, all this currency in my wallet that has not reached its ultimate price yet. Let's make that note. See, in learning about money as far as TBC is concerned, you got to understand the graphs that's in your KCBO and what they mean. What they do. You got to understand that our coin is an abundance-based cryptocurrency. Yes, we are in the cryptocurrency space. Yes, we are. Make no mistake about it. We are. And often people like to pair ourselves with a market-based coin like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, Monero, all these other type of Ethereum, all these type of market-based coins that's going up and down in value. Yes, you can make money there if you know what you're doing. And I happen to be one that know what I'm doing, like Randy and a few others out there. Because we educate ourselves about what? Money. And we didn't start educating ourselves about money when we got into Billion Coin. We had been doing that for years before. See, it's no doubt in my mind about the benefits that my loved one Merlene and I are going to have. It's zero doubt. Because I and her have educated ourselves about money years ago. So I know the right investments. I know the things that's true called investments to make. I know what they are. I know what has made people multimillionaires here in the United States. I studied millionaires. I was taught by millionaires in my previous company I was with for 5 years. By some of the best people and most humble people in the United States. On a one-on-one, I was getting this training. And I did a lot on my own because you can basically get, oh my God, you can get hardback books, you can get audio books on Amazon and other type sites. Right on your computer and study about currency, about money, about finance. If you don't know anything about your own currency in your own country, oh my God, you're doing yourself a disservice, my God. We cannot go through our journey through TBC to 1 billion members and don't know anything about money. You know, let me paint a picture for you. Let me paint a picture for you. Now, how we're going to get rid of poverty in the world is spelled right on your dashboard as you scroll down, as I went over it many times. I did it the other day. We are now, let's paint a picture. We are now at 1 billion members in TBC. The millionaire in TBC have the ability to be able to furnish 5 to 10 jobs for the working class. 5 to 10 jobs for every member of the working class that are what? Unemployed. But if all these members, let's say that, let's paint a real good picture. Let's say all 3.3 or 3.4 million people or billion people have, let's say 1 billion of our members. We have them all there, right? But only a fourth of them or a third of them have educated themselves about money. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe we'll be adequately be able to eradicate poverty if we don't know anything about money? Do you think that's going to be possible? Can we have a job, an employment service for people that's poor if we don't know how to operate money ourselves within our job service or employment service? We can't. There's no way in the world. I got a friend named Johnny, matter of fact, that I did some little, little small time construction work for him about a couple of years ago, a couple of summers ago. We talked on the phone a few days ago. He's a good friend of mine. And he told me all about, his construction business over the years. We met each other in the strangest place when I used to sell cars about 3 years ago. And we just decided to join our friend. He's like a brother from another mother to me. We are very good friends. And I believe we are actually, because we both have God in our life, our awesome God in our life. And he told me about how he used to run a business. He talked about money all the time. We talk about money all the time. And this man has always had money. Only one time he told me about a hardship he had. And I won't go into telling his business and stuff like that. But I know what his life been like. And he talked about money. We talked about all the time at work. Yeah, I did this on my retirement time. I did it because I just something to do. And I was also helping him, a friend. I learned something myself. We taught each other something about money back then, about even 3 years ago. Because I told him some things I learned from some multimillionaires. And as well on my own. He doesn't know anything about computers and things like that. I taught him a lot about computers. His son is teaching him too. Darn, his son, 18 years old, became working for a Honda dealership, and he's not a salesman. He's like the finance manager now. This guy make over 200 grand a year, and he's nothing but 23 years old. Folks, I'm gonna tell you something. You can make mounts and mounts of income. You can make, here in the Bitcoin contest, a lot of you making mounts and mounts of Bitcoin. People like Ace Fletcher, Mbe Derrick, Mr. Victor, Mr. Francis, several other people in TBC are making money in Bitcoin that they can possibly cash out into their currency. But let me tell you something, folks. I love all of them, but they're not. I'm sure they have. I know people like Mbe know about money, has educated himself. I'm sure Ace has. I'm pretty sure these people have actually educated themselves, because if they're not, oh my God, we got a problem. But I'm thinking positive that they have. Okay, I don't know for a fact, but I believe they have. You simply have to educate yourself about about money in general around the world, and particularly about the money in your country, the currency in your country. What is it used for? What is it? What is it used for? What is it not? Like I always say in TBC, what is it not? What is the best? What is the best practices of using money, and how it should be used? What is the practices that you should not use money for? Well, we know we shouldn't use it for drugs, illegal drugs, right? It's illegal in my country and around the world, I'm sure, but definitely in this country. You go to prison for many, many years being drug trafficking, selling pharmaceutical drugs without and not licensed. Well, I could think of many ways to say using money, in our country, the wrong way. You'll be held accountable. I can guarantee you that if you get caught. Some people think they never can get caught because they start using money, and they're known to put some people in prison for cryptocurrency, for for using it the right way, against using it for drug trafficking. That's one of the arguments of the people and the governments are saying. It's not regulated. People can use it for this and use it for that. That's not good. They use their currency for no good. People use, people to use our dollars in ways they shouldn't. People in Nigeria use Naira in ways they shouldn't. People use pesos in the Philippines in ways they shouldn't. There's always someone out there using currency and money the wrong way. You know why? One of the reasons is they haven't been educated about the right way to use it. I'll be with you in just a minute, Haron. We got Mr. Haron here. So if you're not educating yourself about the currency, even within your own country, you are doing yourself a disservice. And that's before you even became a TBCN. You have to know what money is. It is a tool. A tool. A tool of money, a tool of worth. Okay? Do not go through your journey in TBC and don't know what money is. We have two known ways to make money in TBC right now. Peer-to-peer, what we've been doing all along in our private community. And also through the Bitcoin contest, where you can make passive residual income. Do we know what residual income is? It's basically, a short way of explaining is this. Doing something once involving money and getting paid over and over again, month after month or week after week, wherever that residual income flows. Usually it's month by month. So people, I'm saying it to you. Now, I've said this before in my broadcast, but I'm using it in a subject matter today. Educating yourself about money in your life, as well as educating yourself about money in the Billion Coin. Every TBC member should be educating themselves. So when we do get to 1 billion members, and we can have these jobs for people in poverty. See, you got to understand, the people in poverty, they don't have the means. They don't have the means to educate themselves about money. So when you give these people employment, you got to also educate them. While you educate them about the job, you also going to be educating them about saving, having a bank account. All these things you have to learn. You just don't go through TBC, through your journey day by day, and just collecting cookies. First you're collecting cookies, and then we go through our, our redemption period, because we know we're supposed to have another redemption period in November. But I believe admin is going to eventually, we're going to roll out of that redemption, having redemption period. But what is all that good for if you know nothing about money? Yes, this is the subject matter I'm talking about today. Money in your country. Even if you don't know about it in other countries, every person on this earth should be educating himself about money, and possibly will have less crime dealing with money. That's the reason why what's one of the main reasons why we got, folks, y'all knew I'm a retired probation officer for my state of Virginia. I'm retired since 2011, since January of 2011. I'm done for what we call corporate America, working for corporate America. That is history for me. So I spend my daily day learning more about currency. Now I'm learning about currency in other countries. I know about the Philippines because Merlin and I we talk about it. She educated me. I learned about currency in Australia. I got a brother in some in New Zealand. I got two male friends of mine who talks to me about their currency in New Zealand and Australia. See, if I'm gonna be your friend, we're gonna talk about something we can help each exchange. We can all learn together. So we both, as we are in TBCNs, I want you to learn as much as possible. Okay? All right? All right, folks. I'm pretty much done. I think I made my impact to a lot of you today. Okay, Haron, how you doing, brother?
Hello, Mr. Stephen Coffee. I'm doing fine. I'm okay. First of all, I would like to appreciate you today for coming on live on my live broadcast. I
Mm-hmm.
think you can hear me.
Yes, I can. I
So
can hear you.
thank you. And on the topic you were discussing, I mean, you are discussing today, it is a very germane topic. And
Mm-hmm.
we should, if you don't know something about money, if you are not, if we are not educating ourselves about money, we wouldn't know that we are losing so many opportunities. Because
Mm-hmm. Yes.
to my own worldview, money surrounds us, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't know how to tap it. We don't know how to make use of it. And I will use this opportunity to recommend uh, some books that were written by Robert Kiyosaki.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In fact, every TBCian should read that book. And at the same time, another book, Cash Flow Quadrant by Kiyosaki. It was written in 1998. We should
Mm-hmm.
know that we should not be working for money. We should know how to make use of money so that it will be working for us.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So, in fact, because for example, let me use TBC as a case study. Some people they acquire TBC, they have TBC in exchange for some goods or services. They have TBC with them, and they
Mm-hmm.
are saying that they are having no money, and they are saying they are poor. Why?
Mm-hmm.
And why some of our leaders, they are getting in cash flow day in, day out.
Mm-hmm.
I could remember somebody like Wilson Randy because he educated himself about money.
Mm-hmm.
Imbe of Cameroon educated himself about money.
Mm-hmm.
So when he saw the opportunity, when he saw TBC coming, he grabbed it with his both hands and ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, seeing him now that he's making hundreds of dollars every week,
Mm-hmm.
even every day, as you have rightly said, as you have rightly said, that in TBC now there are two ways to get money.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, peer to peer.
Right.
Number two, the Bitcoin contest.
Right.
And I do appreciate admin. You know, before yesterday or 3 days ago, we were only the admin is giving the contest is in one language. But admin is so magnanimous enough that is split this contest into three,
Mm-hmm.
so that we should be able, so that we you know, nobody, so that nobody, not few people will have this contest, will be winning this contest every week. So
Mm-hmm.
it split it, and it creates more competition, because instead of three winners now, we are getting nine winners in TBC
Exactly.
community. That means if you win, and if you don't win the contest, if you have at least two, if you refer two people, you have at least two referrals, paid two referrals, you are going to get $22 back into your own Bitcoin account.
Yes.
If we know that TBC, if you believe really that TBC is real, is more than gold, then leave it there, let it be growing. Just do what they asked us to do. Distribution, distribution, distribution. Where you invite people to come and join TBC, and they pay the back office. You
Mm-hmm.
know, there are so many things going on in Nigeria. Some people will go to some illiterate people or ignorant people. They will say that you bring all together, just bring something like $200. So we'll create account for you. Admin is going to give you this. Then this 200 naira, it will be like something that it will be heavy to them. Instead of you telling them they should pay for the back office alone, because it
Mm-hmm.
is time now. This time we need more people in TBC, quality people. We need
Mm-hmm.
quality people in TBC. So having many people in TBC community makes the coin will become liquid, so that it will be spendable.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get one person and you collect about $200 or $400 from him, and you are saying that you are making money, you know you are not making enough money, because you are selfish. If it is that thing that you do only, if it is only that you
Mm-hmm.
do. But when you do it, people come and acquire TBC from you in exchange for some things. Then you should also intensify your effort in spreading the gospel and the message of TBC all around, so that the poor, the downtrodden, you will inform them, and they will get registered. Even if
Mm-hmm.
it requires you to pay for them in advance, and once
Mm-hmm.
they see the joy of TBC, they are going to pay you back. You will benefit more. So I
Mm-hmm.
thank you, sir. I thank you, sir, for this topic, for the topic you have chosen today, because it's very, very germane. Some people, it is not. You see, nobody
Mm-hmm.
is poor. Nobody is poor. But what we lack is we are having poverty of ideas. Only
Mm-hmm.
poverty of ideas, the poverty of mindset. That is what is troubling us. We are surrounded by money. Money surrounds us, but we don't know how to tap
Right.
it. And the
Right.
best way now to do an opportunity that's been given to us is through TBC. Go to the blog, educate yourself. When you stick to the blog and you educate yourself, you will be educated on money, how to make use of money, and how to you are going to get money. Money is not something that will just amass, amass, amass. No, we should know how to use money as an errand boy or errand something, so that you will be using making use of money, so that
Mm-hmm.
money will not control you, but you control the money, and the money will be working for you. By so doing, you have the rest of mind, and you are going to progress, and the people will respect you, because knowledge is very, very important. Education is very, very important in order to know what money is. Thank you very much, sir.
You're so right. You said some very good points, because I look at it this way. Let's think about money. Let's say this. And I'm gonna share some with you that I know that MBay and Ace are doing. And it was right in our blog. If you got people out there that wants to be a part of TBC, but they don't have, or they really short of cash in their country, pay it forward. Pay it forward. Listen, if I'm making 5,000 US dollars in Bitcoin, and I know that I can go, and I got a BitPay card, I can change it, go to an ATM card and change it right into cash at any point. You think I can't pay somebody's Kringle Cash back office for them for at least another 2 or 3 months? Folks, it's only 23, what? It's only $22, $23 a month. I know that's a lot of money for some people. I respect that. But if I have the means, see, I'm being a good steward of money if I'm paying it forward. If I'm helping somebody in need. You see? And so when you are showing a TBCN that you're doing that, you're creating a good habit. And they're saying to themselves, oh, I got it. As I make some income, I can pay forward. I can be what you call an influencer. An influencer. And you're influencing them to create an avalanche of TBCNs knowing how to what? Knowing how to pay it forward. You see? See, folks, it's all about when you're thinking about things like this about money, you got to know how to use it in a positive way. So what Haroon and I is saying to you all today is this. See, he understands. He's read something about money. You know? It's so many great authors out there that you can just type it on the internet. And you can read some things about money. You can just Google it. It's so many ways. It's just literally no excuse for anybody here on earth of any sound mind don't know something about money. Just don't go use the tool if you don't know nothing about it, because it'll quickly be empty. Your wallet will be empty. Your pockets will be empty. Your pocketbooks for women be empty. You'll never know how to create more of it. Oh my God. Think about our Holy Bible. It speaks that we should what? Live life abundantly. It doesn't talk about lack. Yet if it does, it's talk about something we should not participate in. We should not have a scarcity mindset. But money all points to that kind of thing. The lack of. Because you haven't what? Been educated. Okay? I'm going to read what Christine Tangway said. She said, yes, Stephen, but people are not honest. They do not want to work. You're right. Yes, it's only $22. But if they don't want to work, do you wonder why they are poor? Most of them are very dishonest. I know. You're right. You're so right, Christina. They don't want to do anything. They want to do this. They want to fold their arms. And then promote negativism and TBC and complain. I'm not making no money. I'm not this. I'm not that. Well, guess what? That's not the answer for TBC. That's not being a student and a good ward, a good student, a good steward of TBC. That's not being a good member of the Billion Coin. Edge, I'm telling you folks, I know what I'm talking about. I've talked to some of the best people in the US about that are multimillionaires. We got a brother, and I know y'all heard this name. If y'all ain't heard this name in the United States, called Grant Cardone, something is wrong with you. Grant Cardone is close to being, he's a mega multimillionaire, close to being a billionaire. He already got $1.2 billion worth of asset in real estate. I will be buying his course very soon. I'll be a part of his organization because I watch him every single day. One time, I believe I did a broadcast. He was in, I think he was in Abu Dhabi or either Dubai. And I was showing something on my phone. You know, he was describing how they live over there. Because that's, that part of the world is oil rich. This is how they keep their money. They're not big in cryptocurrency, but they're big in oil. They're oil-rich countries. That's what most of their assets are in, oil. In Saudi Arabia and those countries. See, you can learn about how they how they came to be what they are. Folks, the power of the internet is got so much information. It is so, and it's not even hard, folks. You know, I say this to you. Educate yourself about money and see what happens to your life. You're going to feel good, better, even better about yourself. The reason why people like Haron and Christina and several other people here can talk about TBC in a positive way like they can is because they have educated themselves about money. You know? But when we get this education, guess what we're supposed to do next? Everybody we bring in TBC, everybody in our families, we got to talk to them about what we know. And you may be surprised the expressions you see even on your family's face when you start talking to them. Or the people in your neighborhood, in your community. They're going to say, wow, how did you learn all that? Well, a lot of us did our own due diligence to learn it. We did it on our own. So, folks, I didn't mean to be with you all this long, but I think it was a very good broadcast in terms of Haron and myself talking to you about TBC and the whole idea. You know, his broadcast was wonderful today. We talked about getting quality people, quality TBCians, not just anybody in TBC, getting quality TBCians. Well, a quality TBCian should know something about money. And to see so many people are bringing people in TBC and they haven't been educated themselves, which is really not their fault because the person that brings them in has got to give them the right information. And only right information you get is from our broadcasters and also because we talk about what's in what? The TBC blog.
Of course.
Blog is the main source. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Because that is the main source how admin communicate with us. Now, if you're the benefit of being a TBC, if you benefit of being a TBC, a broadcaster, you get to get firsthand information from admin through our broadcasters meeting that I put on every Monday. And Haron here, and Christine here, and a few people and Simone, a few of us broadcasters, we found we can't tell nothing about this secret broadcast meeting we had. We're not permitted to. But if you wasn't there, you missed something. Okay? And now, this is not new news. Admin is willing to what? Coach each one of us one-on-one. You know? They only ask you to have at least 25 broadcasts. That's what the requirement is. It's not really asked. You can get knocked 25 broadcasts very quickly. All you got to do is do three or 4 a week, and you'll be done within a month. You'll be done. You can knock 25 out in 1 month. Of course, I can do it in probably a week, 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, because I will be reaching 500 broadcasts and sometime in August. At the rate I'm going. If I keep it going, because I'm only 39 more away. I didn't get there. I just was, as I said yesterday in my broadcast, I just was what? Persistent. Now I'm gonna turn that same persistence and try to mimic what Ace Fletcher doing. And they're waiting for me. Because they said, "Wow, God, you got more broadcasts than anybody. You already brought. I brought maybe between 230 to 250 people in TBC between 2017 and 2018, even before we even had this Bitcoin contest. So now they're not all active because they didn't follow my lead. I can't. You can't, folks. The trouble with adults is they want you to hold their hand. They want you to do all the work for them. I can't do the work for everybody. I just can't.
Yes, of course. They want you to do the work for them.
And you know this. See, he knows this. You know I'm right. Adults are like children. They want you to do everything for them.
You
You
see,
know?
just let me chip in this. Somebody
Okay.
asked me probably last week. He said that, Arun, you have been getting money in TBC. You are getting people into TBC. Please help me sell my own TBC. And I told him that you are surrounded by people that you can introduce TBC to. What have you done? Then he did nothing because some of us are very naive. We fear. We don't want to tell people. We are fearing what will be their response, what they will say. You know what I did? I went to one of his relatives and I introduced TBC to him. Believe me, he instantly registered. He instantly registered
Hmm.
his relative. After the registration, and I went back to him. You said that you are saying that you don't know how to, you want to sell your coin, you want to sell your coin. He said, you see, let me tell you, if you do not work initially, you will not get anything until, or maybe you wait till it become it is a fully spendable. But if you try your luck, you assist the community, because if you assist the community, then the community will assist you. So we have a target. We want more quality people in TBC. How many of your family have you introduced TBC to? Then, what he did this week, he has introduced one person again, and that person paid. He has started. So many of us are very, very naive. We should not be naive. We should not be tied down by naivety. We should come out of our shell, and we tell people. It is when we are educated, when you are educated, you know what you are going to tell people, then you have confidence. And admin has given us every tool to develop ourselves to be educated. Just go to the blog,
Hmm.
marry yourself to the blog, marry yourself to the blog, and you connect yourself to TBT leaders. Somebody like Imbi, somebody like you, Stephen Covey, somebody like Rancy Wiserandi, and a host of others. If you do that and we are connected with them, we'll have enough knowledge of how to introduce people to TBC, and you will see, you as you have said earlier, that they would see changes in you, because that light will be radiating in you, and it will attract people to
Hmm.
yourself, because they know that you are a successful
Hmm.
person. And there is an adage which says, the world pave way for he who knows where he is going. If you know initially, they will abuse you, they will say many things against your mission. But if you insist, you have mentioned of persistence. If you persist and you insist, you forbear with patience, then it is these people that are going to, they will be coming to you again and ask you the way out. Because in everything that you, if you want to get success, you need persistence, you need forbearance, you need perseverance. So we should know all these things, that initially something may be hard, it may not be easy. The millionaire we are getting, you are having today, those who have money we are seeing today, they did not get it on the platter of gold. They work for it, they struggle for it, then they now have this financial freedom. So that is what TBC is calling us to. We there is a platform for us to leverage upon, which is TBC. And admin is guiding us right, is teaching us, is mentoring us. Look at what you have just now. Admin is ready to tutor everybody that has met up with the criteria, have 25 live broadcasts, and so on. Then you'll be guided, then you get this financial freedom. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. So valuable what he's saying. Okay. Thank you so much for all you said today. So valuable.
Thank
So
you.
valuable. Um, okay, folks. I've been with you for a while, and I just, you know, I was just saying, reading something that people were saying in the chat, Christina. You know, we have some people day in, day out that sometimes will make us upset here in TBC, but that's the thing you gotta know. You gotta know how to deal with. I'm one of those kind of people that I don't let people upset me like because that just makes you stressful. You know, don't stress yourself out about people, because people are going to be people. They're going to be themselves. It's their personalities. Educate yourself about personality types, which was what I learned in my past career, in the training I had. But just when people are not getting it and they don't look like they want to get it, then you have to kind of separate yourself from that person nicely. Don't do it harshly, nicely. Sometimes people you got to be firm with, but try to do it, be cordial with it. Okay? Because you're not trying to make enemies. Okay? Okay? You're trying to be good to people. Okay? Because we're about love, prosperity, abundance in TBC. We're not about negativism, scarcity, and all those type of bad things. Okay? So I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you so much, Haron. Thank you, all
Thank
of
you.
you, for being here today. Um, and I'll be back tomorrow. Nothing happens around the same time for another live broadcast. So thank my dear Marlene for being here. My loved one always being here watching and giving great feedback in the chat. Thank you for Kayla and Caitlin that's watching, two little ones that's watching, even though they may not know what I'm talking about, they just love me. Okay. And also everyone else that's out there that's here watching. And thank you for the people who came in my broadcast that's not here every day but showed up today. Thank you so much. Um, and I'll see you on tomorrow. Okay. So peace, everybody, and thank you, Haron.
Thank you. Thank you. Everybody, thank
All right.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.